You know how when the greatest athletes retire, their comeback, it feels inevitable. They stay away for just long enough for a legendary encore. Well, most of the time. Michael Jordan took 17 months off between three-peats. Tom Brady, just 40 days. Me, I've been away for almost a year, and nobody's calling for my encore. But sometimes you don't realize what you're missing until it comes back. And luckily for me, out here, greatness is not required. Well, here we are. We're back, baby. And we are driving to Death Valley. And we are on the part of the road where it is just, this is the most, just straight and empty. For as long as you can see. I'm going to go 5x zoom, look at that. I've already resigned myself to this experience being just a re-entry into the realm here, into the ballpark. We're back in the game, and whatever happens tonight is irrelevant because tonight brought us back. I don't know why I use plural because I am the only one here. So here we are. We made it. And it couldn't be more beautiful. I mean, look at this. Perfectly still. A lot of people here, but I'm sure once it gets dark, they'll scatter out. But perfectly still. We have just so much opportunity here. And the good thing is the moon straight overhead. So we're gonna have, literally, it's what, 5 o'clock almost right now. We're gonna have probably 6 hours of moonlight to really find and shoot our foregrounds in this amazing environment. So this is what I was talking about. Look at this. This is, I mean, I had to walk 5 minutes from the car, and we have just an isolated desert dried wood here. Beautiful sand dune. Imagine the stars, beautiful winter Milky Way with Orion right above it. I mean, this is epic. Everywhere you look, it's epic. So we're gonna look for foregrounds like this to emphasize and have the beautiful, again, 5 hours where you have that natural night looking soft, beautiful light instead of trying to fake a blue hour composite. So it's just setting up to be an epic night. This right here, this is the moment. And I'm grateful that I get to share it with you. Standing here in the moonlight, under the Milky Way, I don't really know how to explain it exactly, but if I stood in this same spot 200 years ago, it would look exactly the same. The same moon, the same stars, the same silence. Just me, the Earth, and the whole galaxy overhead. There's something profound about that. I wish I could say that I captured an image that met this moment, but that's not how this story ends. I'm not gonna blame it entirely on the year off, but rust definitely played a factor. I spent the next several hours searching for a foreground. Eventually, I did find something that caught my eye. I don't want to step too close, but you see these lines? I want to stay over here because I don't want to break up. See the lines? They're perfect. They're perfect waves. They're waving this way, waving that way, and there's a little stick there that breaks up the monotony. If I frame that stick on the right, have the waves leading you in, And the Milky Way right at the edge, where it's going to be in just a couple of hours. That could be brilliant. And by brilliant, I mean decent. I'd say decent describes this perfectly. I did a focus stack on this, but I feel like it works better with the stick anchoring the frame and the focus just trailing off a little bit. I'm not super proud of this one, but I don't hate it either. I spent the next several hours desperately searching for a composition. As the moonlight faded, I was battling the clock, fatigue, and my equipment. My tripod, my shutter release, even my headlamp seemed to be malfunctioning. Well, here we are. It's 11:49, and I'm gonna try to regroup, but that was rough. That was rough. I guess I just haven't done this in a while, and I just took it for granted that I knew what I was doing. I don't know. The shutter release definitely wasn't working right. The camera, I don't know. And then I just couldn't find a composition to save my life. Even though the moon was really bright, it was really awesome out there. Man. There's 3 options right now. I just call it a night. I sucked, and we get them next time. I regroup. I come away with something. Or I regroup, and I still suck, and I come away with nothing. So, 2 of the 3 options, I'm coming away with nothing. Bill's Mafia. But, I mean, I think I gotta go out there. It's 11:52. Man, this is a humbling return to astrophotography. Against all odds, like many great athletes before me, I too made my comeback. Unfortunately, now the best stars were racing towards the horizon. I was racing towards complete incompetence. First, I couldn't get my tripod head to lock. So I switched tripods and realigned with Polaris. Except, I wasn't actually aligned correctly, so my stars were completely blurred. So I blamed it on the tripod and settled for standard 10-second exposures. And when the circus was over, this is what I came away with. I'm so torn on how I feel about this one. I do like it, but not in the way that I normally like an image that I'm proud of. It's certainly not technically strong from a pure astrophotography perspective, but it hits me right, in a way that I'm not really able to articulate. And that's something I want to lean into more going forward. And it's a really interesting threshold to cross for a creative person. I so often find myself trying to create photos that are good because they can be compared to other skilled photographers. I never really embrace the mindset of this is good because I think it looks good, trusting my judgment or my style rather than leaning into somebody else's. I'm not sure if that makes complete sense, but I feel like it's a bit of an evolution for me, and I want to lean into it more going forward. Anyways, it's great to be back, and if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. Do me a favor and like the video on the way out, and I'll see you next time. I'm never sleeping in the cross track again. Like and subscribe.